Now that we know how to graph lines, let's look at graphing linear inequalities. These are going to be things of the form y is greater than 2x plus 4, or y is less than or equal to negative 1/3 x minus 1. I'm essentially just changing that equal sign to one of my 4 inequality signs: greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. And in order to graph these, we're going to have a step-by-step process. The first step is to change the inequality symbol to an equal sign and graph the line. We're going to graph it using a dotted line for greater than or less than, and a solid line for less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. The next step, we're going to pick any point that's not on the line, plug it into the original inequality, and decide if that inequality is now a true statement or a false statement. If it's a true statement, we shade that side of the line that contains the point, and if it's false, we shade the other side. Let's look at some examples. Let's look at this inequality: y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x plus 2. Using my point slope form, let's look at this inequality: y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x plus 2. Using my slope-intercept form of graphing, I know the y-intercept is 2. My slope is 1/2, which means I should be going up 1 and over 2. The fact that this is a greater than or equal to sign tells me that I'm going to be using a solid line. We then need to pick any point not on this line, like 0, 0. If I plug that in, it would say 0 is greater than or equal to 1/2 0 plus 2, or 0 is greater than or equal to 2. That's false. Since 0, 0 is here, and this is a false statement, I need to shade the other side of this line. So the line in all of the shaded region would be the graph of this inequality. Next, let's look at y is less than negative 2x plus 1. I have my y-intercept of negative 1, or positive 1 rather, and my slope of negative 2, which tells me for every 2 I go down, I should go 1 over. And I can do that as many times as I need to. The fact that this is a less than tells me this should be a dotted line, so I'm going to dot the line as I go up. This will indicate that the actual line is not part of the solution, only the shading. And then we take a point not on the line like 0, 0. This says 0 is less than negative 2 times 0 plus 1, or 0 is less than 1, which is true. Since the point 0, 0 is on this side, and I have a true statement, I can shade this side of the line, and everything shaded will be my solution.